Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
Driver's impact on the brake pedal leads to contact between brake pads and drums, due to which in the process of operation there is a natural wear of the rubbing pairs. Timely replacement of brake drums and pads is a mandatory procedure of routine maintenance of the car. Temperature fluctuations resulting from heating during braking moisture significantly accelerate the process of corrosion, because of which the flats are intentionally stuck to each other. Removal will also be hindered by a shoulder formed in the process of wear. The problem will be aggravated if you happen to pour from a puddle-heated aluminum brake drum. Change of geometry due to a sharp temperature difference can be felt by the occurrence of vibrations during braking. Consider not only the replacement procedure with your own hands, but also how to remove stuck brake drums. How to remove rear brake drums. The brake drums must be removed before replacing them. Clean the seating area on the hub. The presence of a dense layer of corrosion in this place will prevent the drum from coming off the axle. A metal brush, sharp slotted screwdriver can be used for cleaning. Abundant wetting with liquid wrenches like WD-40 brake fluid will facilitate removal, but to work compositions need at least 40 to 60 minutes. Gently tap the stuck part with a hammer. If the brake system uses an aluminum brake drum, the blows should be carried out through a small wooden pad. Brake products made of aluminum are quite fragile, while cast iron parts will be much more difficult to damage. The blows should be applied from the rear side or near the butt plane, evenly distributing the points of application of force. Once you have managed to tear off the clamp drum, for complete removal, blows should be applied crosswise. Heat the landing place with a technical hair dryer. The removal method is suitable for cars with aluminum drums. Since the coefficient of thermal expansion of aluminum is greater than the coefficient of thermal expansion of the metal from which the hub seat is made, heating will make the removal process much easier. We hope that the presented tips fully answer the question, how to remove the rear drums, and will greatly facilitate the process of replacement with your own hands. Bypass option on some cars. To prevent dirt from getting inside the brakes, the rear edge of the drum is covered with a shield, so from the back side of the drum, tapping it with a hammer will not work, unless you have to engage in vandalism, bending or cutting a piece of the edge of the brake shield. In such cases, the part can be removed using two impact slotted screwdrivers. It is desirable that one of them was sharpened, as it will be easier to hammer it between the brake drum and the butt plane of the hub in places where the wheel bolts are screwed in. In order for you to be able to remove the stuck part in this way, the thickness of the rear drums in the places of screwing in the wheel bolts should be sufficient for the entry of a slotted screwdriver. The method of removal is exactly suitable for Opel Astra F, Opel Astra G and cars with a similar design of rear brakes. To remove the stuck part, screwdrivers should be driven in opposite points, gradually sliding the drum to the edge of the seat. Factory solution on many cars, for example, VAZ, Classic, Hyundai Accent 2, it is possible to remove stuck brake drums by screwing suitable bolts into the corresponding technological holes. If this method of removal has not been used for a long time, before screwing the bolts, threads should be thoroughly cleaned, and even better, run a tap. Instructions for replacing brake drums by yourself. The device and principle of operation of drum brakes on most cars are almost identical. Therefore, the description and demonstrated on the video procedure of replacement on VAZ Classic model give a complete idea of the horizon of work. The replacement of brake drums is performed as follows. Raise the side of the replacement with a jack, having previously installed chocks and loosened wheel bolts. Fix the car on the stops. Remove the wheel. Dismantle the brake drum. How to remove the worn part, we told and showed on the video, so there should be no problems with this. Inspect the brake cylinder for leaks, integrity of the cuffs. Clean and lubricate the sealing plane on the hub with graphite or copper grease, and then install a new brake drum. Adjust the handbrake. Useful tips for replacing brake drums. Useful tips for replacing brake drums. If the friction linings are more than half worn, it is not worth replacing the drums without replacing the rear brake pads. Often, the friction linings will develop quite deep grooves and there may be uneven wear in general. All this in the process of braking will be transferred to the new drums, because of which subsequently, when replacing the pads, the working surface will have to grind, otherwise tight contact between the rubbing pairs simply cannot be achieved. During the replacement process, try not to touch the working surface of the drums, and if this happens, degrease it before installation. In conclusion, replacing brake drums doesn't have to be a daunting task. By following the steps we've outlined, from gathering the right tools to ensuring proper alignment and adjustment, you can simplify the process significantly. Remember to prioritize safety and take your time to avoid common pitfalls. With practice, you'll find that tackling brake drum replacements can become a manageable and rewarding part of your vehicle maintenance routine. Thank you for watching, and happy wrenching!